inside rail, just in advance of Nava as they start to gallop up and head their way towards the line. Missing Benbara out in front, the big baldy face horse.
Well, there is a wonderful air of anticipation here as we come to the start of the very first Balnarring picnic meeting for season 2011-2012. And I thought it would be appropriate to have a chat with the best looking race caller in the country, who is always here to attend the Balnarring races and call them so beautifully. And it's still always a pleasure to catch up with the beautiful Victoria Shaw. Hi, Victoria.
Mr. Rickard, a very good afternoon to you and all of our Racing Bank viewers. Glad you could make it to Balnarring. Back to the tea tree.
Well, I heard that this day is the first day that they've actually booked out all the marquee sites at Balnarring ever. So that very likely we're looking at the Balnarring picnic season being really the best ever.
A bumper, and look, we're a little bit unfortunate with the picnic circuit. Of course, Derby Day kicks off at Healesville. The weather was unkind to them very, very sadly. Balnarring, for some reason, we always pull the right rein with the weather here, so we're very fortunate. I think we're blessed, but a great spot, not too far out of Melbourne, and beautiful sunshine. Now,
tell me, Victoria, we're right. No races have been run. We're 10 minutes from the first at Balnarring. Is there something that you could perhaps lead me into having a bet on, maybe in the first or later in the day? Is there something you like?
I'll come back to my selections for later in the day. The first event, Shane's last stand. We'll have to catch up with Shane, having his last stand. Look, really hard to sort these out. A lot of these horses have had sort of like 7-month layoff, and going through the gear change as well. A few of them blinkers first time. A bit of tinkering to perhaps get them over the line, and you've got to love the horse, My Favourite Son, that was gelded recently.
I always wince when you say that word. Anyway, you and I will catch up a little bit later, and great calling.
Nice to see you and have a great day. Glad you could be here.
Thank you very much, Victoria Shaw. What a sort. Well, we've got a man carrying some enormous weight today. He's got 5 horses running at this wonderful, magnificent Balnarring racecourse. He's the man in the hot seat, no doubt about it. His name's Ray West, who trains for Quilly Park, and you've got a big day ahead of you here. Could it be 5 out of 5?
I think so, yeah. I'm pretty confident. They've all been trialling well, and their work's been good, so, yeah, they'll go close.
Barrel Thief off the inside, Cougar Sun the outside. We're about to jump here in the first. Race 1, good luck everyone. Gates are back, racing at Balnarring. Away to a good start, Barrel Thief in the green and white began well down near the inside. Chihuahua up on the pace early, and he's ushered to the lead. Strange Light just eased off his heels as they start to drift back through the field now. What I Do settles third against the rail. It paid off, the one with the Punters Club via the 800, now settling into 4th position. About a half length in advance of Cougar Sun and the gold colours working around the outside. 3 lengths away we have is Haraka Zulu with My Favourite Son at the rear of the field. A bit of a space to those two. They've run along as they work their way towards the 500 metre mark. Strange Light is the pilot out in front. Well fancied too. Strange Light leads the field here. Barrel Thief a length of way. The grey on the inside rail. Next is Ichiwara, 3/4 the outside through the 400. Cougar Sun out deep on the track. It paid off, is looking for a run. Next is What I Do on the inside rail. Further field to Haraka Zulu, and My Favourite Son, the one at the rear. Last ahead his way into the straight. Into the straight they race with 200 metres to travel here. Strange Light out in front, galloping up the centre of the track. It's Strange Light leading narrowly. It paid off, issues a challenge with about 50 metres to travel on the inside. Can he bridge the gap? It paid off, throws down the gauntlet. They go to the line. Strange Light ahead on the line there. Strange Light getting first across line. It paid off second. A big break there in the field to Ichiwawa going over the line in advance of What I Do from Cougar Sun. Out deep, Haraka Zulu. Next was Barrel Thief and My Favourite Son last in.
Right, well, I'm talking now to the leading owner of that horse that just went around in the first, called It Paid Off or something like that. Not bad, not bad. I don't think it'll be a maiden for long. It ran second.
Yeah, well, our strategy is just to go through the picnic season with her, and I'm going to forego the maiden on her to give her more education, because I think Euston seemed to strike their form as 5 and 6 year olds. Like he had his first Group 1 winner in New Zealand as a 6-year-old, so she's got a little bit more growing to go. More education we can do here for her, the better, and then hopefully we can then take her back into the picnic races and maybe take her out of that and then put her in, 0 to 62s in a country somewhere.
Oh, you've got to be happy with her first run. I mean, she's by Euston. How far was the race? 1,000 metres or so?
1,050.
So she's done really well to get that close when she's bred to state like Peter Euston.
Well, we think 1,600 is going to be her pet distance, but, so next start, 1,500 somewhere in the picnics is what Bodes reckons. So we'll see how we go.
And a very good afternoon to all of our 97.7 FM radio listeners. Gates are back, racing in the second here at Balnarring. And away to a good start over on the outside. Bubbly Black, probably the best to get going. Sebastian's Tart is the one who dropped out to the rear. And electing to go forward there is Cheeky Wizard in a small field of 5. Cheeky Wizard leads the field here down the Western Port side of the course in the second event of the day. Valmarina in the pink colours electing to go second on the inside rail. Bubbly Black just to his outside. Sebastian's Tart over there about 2.5, 3 lengths off the leading horse. And at this point, Lever is the one at the rear of the field as they start to stretch out here and work their way off the side of the course. The leader here, Cheeky Wizard for Whitney Hurst, leading here by a full length. Bubbly Black starting to go forward around the outside at the 600, now applying the pressure as the pace starts to quicken. Valmarina going forward with him, not much between those three. 2.5 lengths away and chasing at this point there is Sebastian's Tart, and some 5-6 lengths away is Lever at the rear of the field. They've run along as they work their way towards the home corner. Cheeky Wizard still out in front, leading here narrowly. The challenges are starting to be issued here. On the inside, Valmarina looking for run with 220 metres to go. Bubbly Black across the track and Sebastian's Tart starting to wind up with a run down the outside. Can they catch Cheeky Wizard? Cheeky Wizard here with about 50 metres to go down and search line. Sebastian's Tart giving it everything he's got. Sebastian's Tart closing from Cheeky Wizard. Cheeky Wizard hung on from Sebastian's Tart. About 3 lengths away then to Bubbly Black from Valmarina, and last in Lever.
Inside rail just in advance of Nava as they start to gallop up and head their way towards the line. Missing Ben Barra out in front, the big baldy face horse leading the field.